Welcome to Rock and Sports Hawaii. Where are you watching from? And it's really nice having you on this juncture of the day. Those in United Kingdom, I know it's like 10 p.m. Those in US, it's like 5 p.m. Those in Africa, it's like others it's 10 p.m. Others it's 6 minutes past midnight. Thank you guys for watching in. This is already in here on Rock and Sports to bring you all the latest news as far as things are concerned. As you see it well stated in the title, Varane Sancho transfer updates. Now, recently, as we've seen at this level, there is been a level of things and how things have been matching up at United and how we are really faring into the transfer market because people really need to know lots of stuff. I'm sorry, I've been down, a bit of headache, and I couldn't really come up to stream because my head was paining. But thanks to the Almighty, I'm really back to full fitness, and I'm here to bring you all this news as far as Sancho to Manchester United and Varane is concerned. Now, let me kickstart off with the Rafael Varane. Rafael Varane is just like Paul Pogba at Manchester United, just left with just months to the end of his contract. I think by next summer he will be out of contract in here at Real Madrid. And guess what? He is approved. He's unapproved centre back in the world, and very many clubs are looking up to him, especially PSG, Chelsea, and Manchester United. Now there has been a boost for Varane to Manchester United and maybe to any other team that really wants his services, because Zinedine Zidane, who signed him from Monaco to bring him to Real Madrid. Remember, that time, Sir Alex Ferguson had to went with David Gale to go to Monaco and convince the lad to come to play for Manchester United. And guess what happened? Zinedine Zidane was already there to convince the lad. And remember, the lad being French and Zidane being one of the greatest French legends. You know what it means when a fellow countryman who really did great for your country approaches you and tells you that all the good things were really going to uproot into the football world at Madrid, and he had nothing to do, and he really went at Madrid and has been watched. He has been wanted by Manchester United for a very long time. Jose Mourinho also wanted him really to join Manchester United in there, but all things ended in vain. But this time around, Varane first turned down a Real Madrid contract that Real Madrid gave him, and he turned it down. And this is really brought up to what we are seeing today, that there is a boost of Rafael Varane coming to Manchester. That is the first factor. 5-year contract given to Rafael Varane has been turned down by Rafael Varane. Madrid giving him that contract, it has been turned down by Rafael Varane. Secondly, Rafael Varane says there is an amount of money he wants Madrid to give him if at all they really want his services at Real Madrid, and Madrid are not willing to do so because of the COVID-19. That's why the president of Real Madrid was so much pushing a lot for the European Super League, because he knew that his club would really walk away with close to 3.5 billion dollars in there, and that could see him really revive his club financially. Remember, Real Madrid is famously for really buying players expensively in there because they really have a bank that they really have to go get loans and really pay. But I think because COVID-19 has hit all the economy in the world badly, this bank in Madrid cannot really give out loans to Madrid anymore, and that's why Florentino Perez wanted the Super League to really go ahead, and it really collapsed. And no sooner had it collapsed than Real Madrid also bent down to its knees, because that was the only option left to see to it that they get money. And that has brought a very big problem, because Madrid and Barcelona dictate how much these other teams are supposed to earn, because they don't want to do their things the way the Premier League is doing, because all the TV money, TVs have to pay Real Madrid, you get, and the FA just gets a percentage. But in the Premier League, you'll find it that Sky Sports, that really has the rights of the Premier League, gets money, pays the Premier League, and Premier League really demarcates or pays that money according to how much TV time you've gotten onto this level. Thank you guys for watching in. Smash a like on the video, comment, like, and share. This is already in here and still on the Rafael Varane, because we are later going to Sancho. So Rafael Varane says there is an amount of money he wants, and I think he wants close to between 250,000 pounds a week to 300,000 pounds, 300,000 pounds a week, and I think Real Madrid cannot handle. And that is one of the big factors that are seeing Rafael Varane failing to put paper or pen to paper onto his contract to situate that he leaves Real Madrid. Now, the other big factor that has just happened like 2 days ago or 1 day ago is the departure of Zinedine Zidane that saw him come to Real Madrid from Monaco, and Florentino Perez went to Everton and really got one of the managers I've seen in the world of football a lot, and they've signed him, that is Carlo Ancelotti, and he's now the new manager of Real Madrid. And when you look at the articles that were written, no sooner Florentino Perez really signed up for a team which goes by the names of Real Madrid, they say that Rafael Varane doesn't like a lad who goes by the names of Ancelotti, because during Ancelotti's spell at Real Madrid, he never played football. He never played a lot of football as he did in the era of Jose Mourinho and Zinedine Zidane. So that is one of the other factors that has boosted up this contract, but this deal that United can really seal it off. But my problem is United takes long to seal off such deals. Not even such deals, but even a Daniel James to Swansea, it took us days and weeks. Yes, that was a deal that would have taken us just 30 minutes to really seal that lad to come at Manchester United. So this is a high-profile player, and I know coming to Manchester United will be something hard to really see happen, though we really want to see a CB coming at Manchester United to partner with Harry Maguire, because what does Varane come with at Manchester United? Or why does Manchester United need a Varane? The first reason is Rafael Varane is a world-class proven defender. He has really seen it all. Won the World Cup, won the Champions League. He has played against the toughest forwards in Europe, and he has scored goals, and he is fast. He's a fast defender. So us having him at United really gives us a chance to see to it that we can really go ahead and compete on the European market. Remember, if at all United is going to the Champions League and go there to participate, we don't need Varane. But if at all United is going to the Champions League to compete, we need a signing of Varane to partner with Harry Maguire. Remember, United this season, we saw ourselves knocked out of the Champions League because of one mistake that was done by our centre-back. Remember, it was Tuanzebe and Harry Maguire or Victor Lindelof who really went for a corner, and Baseskir there from Turkey scored that goal through a man who goes by the names of Demba Ba, after all our team had been close to past the center line of Manchester United, and they are really almost into the last quarter of the half of Baseskir Istanbul in there. So it saw United really come out and concede. So it shows you that only that one moment made United miss out onto the round of 16 of the Champions League. So it shows you how United really needs a centre-back. Joe Richardson says, personally, Varane is still one of the best CB in the world. He is available for only 35 to 45 million pounds. Is a steal. We have to get him. Yes, I do really fancy what Joe Richardson has just said, that we really have to fancy to bring in a man who goes by the names of Varane, because we have players at Manchester United like the Phil Jones of this world who can really be sold to teams like Newcastle and you get like 10 million pounds, get 10 million pounds, add 25 or 30, get Varane to Manchester United, because we badly need that signing at Manchester United. We badly need it, because looking at Manchester United, a team, if at all we want to go somewhere, we need people that have been leaders at certain clubs. We need players that have won it somewhere. We need players that have seen it all, and they really come up to join with the Bruno Fernandez's and the Pogbas to give them strength. And if at all you want to keep Paul Pogba at Manchester United, these players like Varane should be the first players to sign at Manchester United. If you really want to see a man who goes by the names of Paul Pogba stay at Manchester United? Because you would have made a statement that, guys, I'm really ready to spend to see to it that we compete for titles at Manchester United. Because if United can't sign a player of 20, 35 million pounds, that means we cannot really compete for a title. Yet he is available, and the likes of Chelsea and PSG are up for him, and we are really worried if at all Zinedine Zidane goes to PSG, we would miss out on a signing of Raphael Varane, because Raphael Varane and Zinedine Zidane are really in good terms or in good books. So that is something that I really look at and really worry most of the times when I hear such deals that United is failing to make them happen. Alright, now that is all what we had about Varane, but if at all you have your say on this Varane transfer to Manchester United and all the boosts up that United have gotten, though they've not yet reacted, you can as well go to the comment section and tell me what you think. Lastly, on Varane is that I think United is really watching all the players United are wanting to sign are into the Euros, and United is afraid of really killing off these deals and these players really come up and they get injuries in there. So I think United just needs to see these players really get out of the Euros, not injured, and they are really going to be signed by United. Remember, we told you that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has a 150 million pounds budget to spend, and if at all he is to spend it well, if at all you get a Declan Rice, a Sancho, and a Varane in there, you will be really good to go. You would have spent this money very, very well. Now, the other story is all about Jodan Sancho. Sancho has been a person that United, or a player that United have wanted to sign for a very long time. Smash a like on the video, comment, like, and share. You can as well go to the comment section and tell me what you think about the story that we're working upon right now. Jodan Sancho is a player that United have wanted for a very, very long time. Even by the time he was leaving Manchester City at the age of 17 to go join Borussia Dortmund in 2017, Manchester United wanted to sign him, and who wanted to sign him? It was Jose Mourinho, but the lad made a decision to go to a team which goes by the names of Borussia Dortmund, and the decision he made with his agent really paid off very well, and that's what we are seeing right now. Jodan Sancho, his value market is at 80 million pounds, as said by Borussia Dortmund. Now, United news came out firstly that United have agreed personal terms with Jodan Sancho. That wasn't news for us who were really onto this channel, because we did this story last season, last summer, that United had already agreed terms with Jodan Sancho with a salary agreed on £300,000 per week. And very many others, shirt number revealed, shirt number 7, Jodan Sancho was going to put it on at Manchester United before Cavani came in. But what really failed this deal was the amount of money that Borussia Dortmund wanted. United were saying, Dortmund, the like of Mike Zog, we are really doing one thing. They are really overpricing a player who goes by the names of Jodan Sancho, and United were saying the price was not realistic because the economy was hit hard by the COVID-19, and by the time 108 million pounds were wanted by Borussia Dortmund. But because Jodan Sancho's contract is really running down, and Jodan Sancho is not willing to pen down a new contract or to add another year as he did last year at Borussia Dortmund, that's why Borussia Dortmund want to see him leave this season, because if he's to play until next summer, that means Jodan Sancho will go for 40 million pounds. So this time round, Borussia Dortmund says a team that comes with 75 million pounds to 80 million pounds will get Jodan Sancho. Now, Manchester United have been linked to Jodan Sancho for a very long time, but as you know, deals of Manchester United really take long to happen in there. Joe Richardson says this club has been scouting Sancho for over 4 years. It's a joke. We haven't even made sure of using most of our funds to buy him. Yes, you're right, Joe Richardson, because one thing I really have to tell you is that United have been chasing for Jodan Sancho for a very long time. 4 years, from 2017 when he was leaving Manchester City, because when he was playing for the under 23s, under 20s of Man City, he really punished Manchester United a lot, and he never granted us a chance to sign him by that time, and that saw us really failing to get his signature. Now, what really went ahead to happen was United failed to get the signature of Jodan Sancho. Sancho goes to Germany, plays very well in Germany, in Borussia Dortmund, and he is really now a hot cake, and United really need him. Solskjaer wanted the player the previous summer, he didn't get him. They got him, a Pelestri and an Amad Diallo into that position, and now United goes back, fully packed. But Romano really came out and tweeted something about Jodan Sancho, and he said that United is really up for something with Jodan Sancho, and he is really going to get us some update of Jodan Sancho by the beginning of next week. I'm trying to really get a tweet for you in here, as Romano said, because you know his page is always busy when it comes to transfers, because he is really up and down, because he is really the king of transfers, president of transfers. He's the king. No one is really doubting him, because he is really one of the best. But Jodan Sancho coming to United would really give us a lot, because I also fancy this move and I want him to join United because of very many issues. One, we don't have a winger who really creates, especially on the right wing, because on the left wing, if at all Anton Martial plays that side, we are really good there, because Anton Martial, before he thinks of really shooting that ball into the back of the net, he first thinks of something known as an assist. He first eyes who is a player who is there, and that's why people say he is not a number 9, because a number 9 should be selfish. What should he first think of? Shooting that ball into the back of the net. So that's why people are saying that Jodan Sancho needs really to come at Manchester United. When he comes at Manchester United, we will really see chances being created at Manchester United from the right wing in there, because we are really doing great stuff in there. But we are having wide forwards. Rashford and Mason Greenwood are wide forwards. But when you have a Sancho to play that side, you will see to it that when he gets that ball, he really puts down defenders. He will sit them down, and before he thinks of scoring a goal, he has to first think of who is really going to serve that ball to in a better position to score that goal. So that's why we need a Jodan Sancho at Manchester United. Made a bid. Joe Richardson, no credible source has really come out and say that United have made a bid, because the only news I'm really going to accept if at all Romano comes out and tweets about it. But if at all Romano has not tweeted about it, I won't really go for it. Because I know very many people in there really come out with news, but no bid in there yet of a Jodan Sancho to Manchester United. You say a CDM I would like, and the suggestion of Companias and Dennis Zakaria, both have pace and can actually pass. Huge upgrade for Mark Freddy. Alright, yes, I really think that if I told you to make the first signing for Manchester United, my first two signings would have been a CDM and a Jodan Sancho, because when you look at a CDM at Manchester United, that will enable us to play on a high line, you get, because I know even if we don't get a centre back, a Twanzebe and an Eric Bay can really do that job. If I told the manager partners them with either Harry Maguire or Victor Lindelof, the job will get done. But the job won't get done into the midfield. Most of the times, if at all you don't have a CDM in there. We need a CDM at Manchester United, and we need a CDM badly, if I'm to let you know. Because if we don't get a CDM, that means there are things we are not going to do as a team. Look at Chelsea, they're having a Kovacic. You get? They're having N'Golo Kante. They're having a Jorginho. 3 players. And news has popped out that a Chelsea is in need of a Declan Rice. And a Declan Rice was that player that United was also looking at to sign. And this really puts me into a worrying situation, because when Chelsea want a player, they really spend big. Having won the Champions League, that is a manager who goes by the name of Thomas Tuchel in there. It shows you that he is really going to go in and is going to be given his budget. You get? Tuchel signing a 3-year contract at Chelsea, given a budget of close to, it's rumored that he's going to be given £200 million to go in and make a signing in there. It is really going to hurt us if at all we don't really act quickly. Declan Rice going to Chelsea, You get? That means we are left with Mbesuma. Though for myself, as Rokani in here on Rokan Sports, I don't really fancy a Declan Rice because people are over him because he's an English player. And you know, when it comes to English players, United is over-obsessed on English players, and they can do anything to get an English player. That's why they really went on for a Harry Maguire at 80 million pounds. You get? Yet a Liverpool or a Man City could negotiate that down to 60 million pounds to get a Harry Maguire. So that shows you how United have really come up to really a level of being desperate. So I think United can get 30 million pounds, get Mbesuma from a team which goes by the names of Brighton, and Brighton get them at Wanzebe on loan, and get them any other player on loan. They really get us that player, and the CDM will be complete and will be really ready. Even if Pogba goes, we'll be having a Mbesuma who can really play very well to that position, and you can really put on a Freddy or a Danny Van Beek in there, and will be really good to go in there. But if at all United loses out on Mbesuma, because Mbesuma is linked to Arsenal, I've seen lots of news really showing that Mbesuma is going to Arsenal. And when you look at the other player known as Declan Rice going to Chelsea, would have lost on 2 defensive midfielders that United would have signed. So George Jodan says the CDM of like, alright, Dennis Zakaria, yes, he's good. All those are good, and by the way, there are many that are really going to come up. Let's watch the Euros. Let's put our eyes on the screens. Let's keep tight on the screens. We are going to see more players really coming up into the market, because the Euros are really going to give us more time. Because you can't tell me that on all the countries that are really going to play into the Euros, I don't know, because they are close to 24 teams into the Euros. You can't tell me that United can't fail to get a CDM. You get? Because there are players that are really talented. Because the Somalis have gone to Leicester City. You get? The French League has very many in there. And I think in Italy, there are very many in there that United can really go up to and get one. And he can really come out and do the job. Richardson agreed CDM and right wing most important. Yes, that's what I really think, that we need a CDM and a right winger, because the defense, if at all United gets any clear Trippier, things can even really go on and change. Because when you have an Eric Bay partnering with a Harry Maguire, or a Twanzebe partnering with Harry Maguire, and vice versa to Victor Lindelof, that means the defense is well sorted. We have 4 central defenders. But there is a position that we are lacking a player that is not at United, and that is the CDM. We need a central defensive midfielder. Those who watch the game of Wolves, you saw how a man who goes by names of Nemanja Matic did his job in there with the likes of Danny Van Beek and Juan Mata. They played very well. They played very well. And those that are watching me in here, you can really go ahead and really come out and know and really agree with me that was one of the best midfield that we've seen United play this season. Football, passing, Nemanja Matic could get the ball from the defenders, pass it to Danny Van Beek. Danny Van Beek pass it to Juan Mata. Juan Mata would really play for fun, and you saw some mobile movement, quick passing in there, because the CDM was there. He can get the ball, he could get the ball and move it past even the center line. That is the Nemanja Matic. That's the CDM that you want at Manchester United. The only person we are having is Nemanja Matic, but he is old and he is heading to Italy, where Jose Mourinho is. That means this season we have to sign a CDM, come rain, come sunshine. So, Joe Richardson, I agree with you that you are right. Thank you for agreeing with me that we need a CDM and a right winger. Joe Richardson, I really rate Wanzebe, has base and can head the ball. Yes, I really rate him highly, but I think this season Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is really going to be having some time really to try out his teams into the spirit season. Last time he really didn't have that time, and I really think he's really going to see Twanzebe, Eric Bay, who can really partner well with Harry Maguire, because Harry Maguire has proved to be one of our best defenders. Statistics that really came out this season of the Premier League that just ended, Harry Maguire was way up there with Ruben Diaz coming second, but a man who goes by the names of Harry Maguire was really up there. So to me, I think Twanzebe is a good defender. Eric Bay is a good defender, but what worries me of those two defenders is that both of them are injury prone. That's my problem. So, sorry for that. So I think the manager who goes by the names of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer really needs to try out these partnerships into the pre-season training, and he should really make up a decision of who really should partner with a man who goes by the names of Harry Maguire. Joe Richardson saying Manchester Evening News said Newcastle and West Ham are interested in Phil Jones. Yes, I still that story, and I think Jones needs to leave because he has played few games, always injured at United, and a man like that shouldn't be at Manchester United. Earning close to £140,000 weekly, it shows you that United really spends badly on its players. They really keep trash players or deadwood players onto the team, yet they are really not worth us having on our team. So to me, I really think Phil Jones should be shown an exit door at Manchester United. No player like Phil Jones should be at Manchester United. Let him go to Newcastle or West Ham, and if at all West Ham wants him, we can really put there Jesse Lingard and Phil Jones plus some £20 million, and they get United a Declan Rice, because United is over obsessed with English players, yet there are very many other people there who are talented and they can really get us what we want at United. CDMs are not expensive in the world, but United are making it hard for themselves, because I think the way we negotiate our deals is really bad. I don't really support it, and that's why you see United really craving behind into the Premier League always, because we always get third choice or second choice players. First choice players really go to Man City, Chelsea. Yes, Man City, Chelsea and Liverpool really are good at that, because when they want a player, they immediately go in for that player and they sign him off. So to me, I really think United really has to go ahead and really make these signings as soon as possible. So Joe Richardson, thank you for your participation in here on Jodan Sports. Smash a like on the video. Tell me what you think about Varane to Manchester United. There are boosts that have really come up at Manchester United, but United, it's in the ball of Manchester United. The ball is in the hands of Manchester United this season round, but there is a statement that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer made, having lost to Villarreal into the finale of the UEFA Europa League. He said, he was asked, what are you going to do after losing a final? Solskjaer said, there are two things to do. You either go out on holiday and start to lament there, having lost to a final, or you head back and really start to think of next season and the improvements and the additions you're supposed to make to your squad. I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is really sitting with the board to really see to it that they really come up with players that are really going to help United the season that we are going to win, because this season is marking whether Ole Gunnar Solskjaer remains a manager of Manchester United or is going to be sacked before the Christmas season. You get? Because Liverpool is strengthening itself. They already signed Konate. You get? Liverpool is going to go in for Patson Daka. You get? They're strengthening their squad. They're really going to add 3 more good players onto their squad. You get? Chelsea, however much they're having a huge squad, better than ours, they are really going to go in and get in more players. A Declan Rice wants a Chelsea, and Chelsea are willing to spend on a Declan Rice. You get? Man City are also going to go to the market, having lost to Chelsea into the Champions League final. They are really going to go ahead and really spend big into that. So United has to go in and sign Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. This is the toughest season of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Trust me, it's going to be the toughest one. He has raised the expectations of all of us, having finished second into the Premier League. You get? So we expect him to compete for the trophy next season. That is 2021-2022. If at all he does not do that, Ole is really going to face it rough, because it will be his end of days at Manchester United. Some of us, we are really still Ole in because he has not yet been backed. Now, even if Ole, you are not backed, even if you've not been backed Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, that means you are really not going to give us an excuse, because you are really, you've really seen yourself off the job this time, because a Chelsea with Tuchel, a Man City with Pep Guardiola, at Tottenham Hotspur with Conte, Liverpool with Jurgen Klopp. Oh my, it's really going to be hard for Manchester United because it's really going to be a tough season. Champions League in there. There is Premier League, FA Cup, the Carling Cup, the Carabao Cup. We need to see Ole strengthening his season and him being a culprit of not really playing or changing up his players or doing an interplay or rotating his squad in there. He's been seen as a culprit for that. He does not change his players. So Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is a culprit of not really changing or rotating players. So that means it's a sign like he does not trust his bench. Even the final 90 minutes played by players and did make a change in there. It shows you how much he does not trust players onto the bench. So a man who goes when it was Ole Gunnar Solskjaer should make his signings early enough because he had excuses to give that this season started off very badly because we didn't have a preseason. But what excuse is he going to give us if at all things don't go as we expect them to go? Because the Glazers are on pressure. Are they going to back Ole Gunnar Solskjaer this season round? Now, even if it doesn't happen and even if he's not backed, they're really going to come out, and if at all he does not perform, he's going to be sacked as a manager. So all in all, it lies in the hands of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So that's it for now. Rafael Varane and Sancho transfer updates to Manchester United. Thank you guys for watching it. Joe Richardson, thank you very much. It's been nice having you in here. Smash like on the video, comment, like, and share your views onto this video. And welcome to the comment section below. We will go there and really repeat and really comment. Thank you guys for watching in. It has been nice having you here on Jodan Sports. Subscribe to this channel. 1.5K subscribers onto this channel. Let's see ourselves hit the 2,000 mark in here on Jodan Sport. Thank you guys for watching in. It's always nice having you onto the channel. More news is going to be coming up onto this channel. Thank you for watching in. This is already on Jodan Sports. Thank you. I'm out for now. See you later. We are really going to be having a marathon of each and every story that really knocks on the door, especially when it is on the transfers. Thank you guys for watching in. I'm out for now. See you tomorrow.